I'm Dr. Lisa Monsees, and this is our next Tiger Tips, and I'm going to talk about returning to school, or at least school getting started. So we're getting a lot of questions about returning to school. At this point, most people have had to make their decision, or the decision is being made for them. And I just want to encourage you that I know everybody has a different family situation, different reasons for why they made their decision, and whatever decision you made is the right decision for your family. Don't worry about it. Don't second guess it. It was the right decision. Now that we've made the decision, or it's being set for us, either way, there's different things we can do to try to make it go smoother. So first thing is, if you're going to school, if your kids are back at school or going back to school, remember the best way to keep schools open, and not just schools, the sports, your clubs, the activities, whatever you're doing, even if you're doing school online, the different sports or activities, the best way to keep things open is to follow the rules. If you wear your face mask, if you are washing your hands, hand sanitizing every time you touch your face or face mask, social distancing, keeping your 6 feet away. Social distancing doesn't mean you have to stay away from people. It means you need to keep 6 feet away from them. You can still interact with people. But follow those rules. If you've been truly exposed and you need to quarantine to protect the other people, because if you go back, more people are going to get it, and the school's going to get closed, or the sport's going to get stopped. So follow the rules and things are going to go hopefully smoother that way, okay? So for people that are having to do online school or hybrid or however it is, that aren't having the regular in-person 5 days a week school, I think there's still a lot of things we can do to help and make that successful. One is try to have a regular routine set up. Just like you would be if you were going to school. A regular schedule for those 5 days a week, I think, is going to make life go smoother for everybody. Having, mealtime, bedtime, everything routine. I think it's really important still to get good exercise. I know people have been trying to be really creative all summer on how to do this, but we still got to keep doing it, and hopefully PE teachers are going to be helpful with that. But still, parents need to be creative, kids need to be creative. Outside, the weather's nice, get outside, walks, bike rides, any of that is great. Healthy eating. Right now, I know a lot of people have been spending a lot of time indoors, watching Netflix, snacking a lot, and we need to get back to healthy eating with our exercise. I mean, that's a great thing to do with your kids someday when you're bored, is let's learn some new ways let's teach them to cook, teach them healthy ways, fun smoothies, be creative, let the kids come up with great ideas. But most of all, it's so important for the kids still to socialize with other kids. Remember, they don't have to stay away from each other. They need to stay 6 feet away from each other. Outside is great. I saw one person doing freeze dance. I thought that was great. Like they were 6 feet away from each other. They were outside in the front yard, but they had fun, loud music going, and the kids were having a blast. So I think things like that are great. Let your teenagers meet up in somebody's front yard. If you don't trust them, make it be in your yard where you can see that they're 6 feet away, but give them time alone to hang out and spend time together. Everybody needs that. Little kids, teenagers, we all need that. So don't be afraid to do that and let your kids do that. Now, I know with going back to school, a lot of you are worried about, these little kids, they're not going to keep their face masks on. I was just talking to somebody, a teacher this weekend, who was working with little kids, kindergarten, first graders, and she was amazed how well they were doing. She felt like they were doing better than she was struggling more with it. So your kids can do this. Just really teach them, remind them, go over your expectations with them, and that this is how they're going to get to be at school with their friends. And I think they'll surprise you how well they do. Last thing is just try to stay up to date. Things are changing constantly. And call us if you have questions. We're trying to do our best to keep on the edge of everything that's changing. But call us if you need anything, if you have questions. The CDC, American Academy of Pediatrics, all have good information. So good luck, have fun, and thanks for joining us with another Tiger Tips today.